All right. Okay. It says we're live. Can people hear us? Hey, I see lights down there. Should be working. Okay. All right. As soon as this goes, are you able to get on? Can you see us? No.
Well, hello. There we are.
Yep. We've got someone watching. Is that you, Lori?
It's trying. It's trying really hard.
Someone's watching.
We want to be able to connect with you. So let us know if you're here. And
hey,
woohoo! Sound is good.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Well, we'll let everyone get a second to get in here. Well, that's happening.
Today's been fraught with technical difficulties, and if you know me, you know I was absolutely no help in the midst of all of this. And so we are coming to you from my laptop because the microphone decided to work. And we will work with getting the camera and super fancy microphones set for you for next week. But for today, this is what it is. And it's all about Jesus anyway. Sure. Not the quality of the video.
But Jesus likes quality.
No, well, that's true. He wants excellence from us.
Yeah. Our apologies. So apparently something's wrong with my laptop that we discovered now. And to let you know, we've gone through, 3 laptops,
2 cameras.
2 cameras. It's been a day. But, and also I apologize too, you didn't hear this before. So I've been out of commission the last 4 days. This is my first time leaving the house. So, I had my surgery. It was fantastic. I recommend everyone doing it. It's lots of fun. But so because of that, I've been able to plug stuff in and test stuff. We've only been here. Oh, I keep hitting it. I've only been here a couple hours trying to get all that working, and that's when we discovered nothing works. So sorry. But
I said you would love us still if it wasn't spectacular quality. That it was better to be here with my laptop than to not be here. So
yeah, that's what she says.
Anyway,
so
let's pray.
Sure, go ahead.
Gracious God, you are bigger than technology issues. You love us and you desire for us to seek you out. And we are grateful for those who, in the midst of this, are able and willing to embrace flexibility. And we just ask that you keep us focused on you in the midst. Amen.
Amen. So here's our thought. Obviously, it's not going to be a normal night, just how it is. But we usually like to start with a game, and as people are coming in, we thought we'd have some fun. So this is a game we played before. Of course, now I'm looking at it, it's backwards. So,
Yeah, that's okay.
It's just how
you guys
life
are
is
smart.
working.
You can do it, right?
Hold your laptop and phones up to mirrors and have fun. Okay. But it's a very simple game. Something is going to come up, and you just keep track of your score of if you've done it or not. So if you've done whatever pops up, you give yourself a point. Put in the comments too if you've done it, just because we want to hear. Now the hard part is you can still say the hard part is, of course, you can't write whole long stories. So basically what's going to happen is Liz and I are going to have to tell if we've ever done this thing. And
you may learn
a
lot about us.
I'm worried about this. Okay, other thing, laughing hurts. We need to stop. All right. So I've got the game here. We'll see what pops up. We'll see. If you've done it, make sure you let us know. But the first one is it spinning behind me? It's making noise. No, it's not. I've got the answer here, though, so I can tell you what it was. We'll have to play it that way. We'll just turn the TV off. So, sure. The first one that came up was, you get a point if you have seen every episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yep.
Have you seen any episodes of SpongeBob?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
You have. Where did you come from? My daughter's here. Yay.
I'm looking for it.
So, yeah, I know. Sorry, Morgan. We love technology too. I've seen exactly 10 minutes of SpongeBob. What about you?
Probably not that much.
Really?
Yeah. He wears underwear.
Okay, yeah.
In public. I don't even like pajamas in public.
Yeah, neither do I. That's gross. The only episode I ever saw, it was about 10 minutes, and you guys will probably know this because you've watched it. It was SpongeBob's freezer broke and everything started to freeze. And what I couldn't understand, I'm like, if you're underwater, why is not everything frozen? only specific. It
and
messed
yet
with me.
that was what flummoxed you.
That's what made it real to me right there. That's when the reality crashed. All right. Let's see. Next one. Okay. Apparently, you'll get a point if right now you are not wearing socks. I'm wearing socks.
I am too. Mine don't match though.
Why not?
I don't know. I couldn't. The sock bin was
Mine took way too much effort to put on. Trust me, I'm wearing socks.
Free Balloon Day is the only episode I've seen.
Free Balloon Day. I don't know what that means. Sure. But if you're wearing socks, you got a point. If you've seen every episode of SpongeBob, you got a point.
Strict parents. Mayana, I'm with you. Your parents, I thought it would make you stupid.
It does make you stupid. Socks or SpongeBob?
No,
I don't know.
We're still in the SpongeBob
Yeah, I
discussion.
know. All right. Next one is if you've ever driven a motorcycle or a dirt bike.
I was watching from Red Lobster.
That's gross.
Ride a motorcycle or a dirt bike? Oh, I'm at one.
I've done that. Yes. What did you do? Were you allowed to ride the motorcycle?
Well, I was in college. Actually, I was with a friend on the swim team, and we were coming back from the reservoir, and he drove like 100 miles an hour, and I was wearing like a swimsuit and shorts and sunglasses and flip-flops, and I decided that I would probably be dead if we crashed, and so I decided motorcycles weren't for me.
I love motorcycles. My mother does not, so I do not get to ride them. But my uncle took me, and he did the same thing. He never said how fast we went, but yeah.
The wind was blowing through your hair.
Well, I had a helmet on, like some
Oh.
people apparently.
Yeah,
All
no.
right.
In Illinois, you only have to wear sunglasses.
All right, glad you enjoyed that. All right. Okay. Let's see who gets a point for this. You've peed in a pool.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts. Stop. Okay.
Like, I should have like 900 points.
Okay. I don't think I've ever peed in a pool. If I probably have because I'm little. But I mean, we swam in a lake, so
Oh my gosh.
peed in a lake, yeah. But I don't know if I peed in a pool. Wait. Okay. So you're
I
on the
was a
swim
swimmer.
team, yeah. Didn't they have the dye in there that lets people know?
No.
Okay. Good.
Are you kidding? The whole boat would just be purple. Your coach didn't like letting you out. A point in every pool? Oh, still, Carson, I am a lot of points.
Oh, yeah.
I swim in a lot of pools.
What is wrong with you people?
Sorry.
The chlorine only kills so much.
Nah, it really gives a lot.
Yeah, okay, I really don't want to know. Okay. So, well, this is question 5, right? I'm at
Yeah,
1,
I'm
you're
at
at
2.
2. If you have lived in a different state,
Nope.
yeah. I've lived in Louisiana. You have lived in,
Lived in Indiana, Illinois, and I spent a summer in Florida. So I like lived there for 3 months.
there you go.
I peed in pools in Florida too.
Gosh, everything's going to come back to SpongeBob and you're in.
Pretty much.
It's going to be a fun night. Yay, Jesus.
I am perpetually a junior higher.
Yeah, so, okay. Well, lived in different, there's not really,
I'm a 3.
no good stories about that one. So.
Anybody else at 3? Does living in a different country count? No.
Oh,
because
it
wasn't
does,
a
because
state.
I would kill at that, but yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't state. Sorry, Emma. No points.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, because I lived in a couple different provinces, but
You know,
all right.
it said state.
It did say state.
Sorry.
All right, let's see what we got.
I guess we're ethnocentric. Is that what it is? Focused
don't
on
use
our own
big
country.
words. All right.
Nationalistic.
If you have ridden a horse,
Oh. Who went on the mystery adventure? Me. I went.
I went on Mystery Adventure. There's a different one, but yes, done horseback riding. Actually, John Stewart's probably watching horseback riding. See, now you learn something with me. I actually did horse vaulting, which means all the acrobats on the horse. I could stand.
Did you wear a pretty costume?
No, but I could no. Yes, no. I know how to stand on a horse and ride standing up and doing all that stuff. Yeah,
I'm impressed.
I know.
Things we didn't know about.
I haven't done that since I was 12, and I don't want to like try today because hernia. But I've done that. Yes.
Oh, Tony, can I come to the farm? Tony owns some.
Yeah, Tony will take you horseback riding. Okay, so what? I'm at 3. You're at 4. Anyone beaten Liz? Tell us. 'cause
I'm at 4.
I want you to beat
Do we
Liz.
get bonus points for riding a burro? No, but thanks for asking.
It's not a horse. It's like a tiny wannabe horse. If you've been homeschooled, no, not been.
Well, you're all gonna get that after the next 2 weeks.
Stop.
But today, no points for homeschooling.
Okay, yeah, I gotta add this to the story. So, okay, I had to search everything. all these decisions about closing the school happened while I was sedated.
He came
So I
out
literally
as-
woke up to, guess what? Church is different. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Yeah, it was awesome.
I'm
okay.
at 4-2.
I've not been homeschooled because my dad was a public school teacher. So good luck with that. No.
My parents wanted to send me away.
Yeah, no freaking kidding. Okay, let's see what we got. If you currently have your fingernails painted. 3. I do not. Yeah, sorry. Some of you should be killing at this. That's only what? We're at question 7?
Yeah.
How are we going to go up to? 10, 15?
Well, they've got to get to 10.
Oh my gosh, we'll be here
Then you
forever.
win.
Okay.
The name of the game, isn't it? Like, give me
Yeah,
10.
it's first to 10, I know. If you've ever been in a car when it ran out of gas,
Oh,
because I'm not an idiot.
the first time was with my mom.
Okay, Bob, if you're watching, sorry, but yeah,
Love you, Mom. Sorry, threw you under the bus.
that was
Okay,
awesome.
but also once I was like close to running out of gas, but I left my wallet at home, and so I couldn't stop and buy any gas because I couldn't pay for it. And so we ran out like on our street. And so I went and got the lawnmower gas to give me enough to get back to the gas station because I didn't have any money.
Actually, I take that back. I don't know if mine didn't run out of gas, but something went wrong with the car, so the gas didn't work. Does that
Morgan
count?
wasn't counting.
Morgan wasn't counting. Morgan's at 17. So I guess maybe we'll count that one because it was something that went wrong that caused the car to run out of gas. So we'll go with that. It broke down like the middle of 6 lanes. It was fantastic. We had to go into Olive Garden and ask to use a phone, and they're like, "Hey, here for dinner?" We're like, "No."
Jeff, you get a half a point if Meredith is currently painting your toenails. But we want a picture. Tag us on Instagram.
I don't want a picture. I don't want to see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I'm at 5.
4. If you still play Pokemon Go, you get a point. Yeah.
He says he plays it for
It's for Leah. Yeah, Leah loves it. So we play Pokemon
That's
together.
why he plays.
The hardest part about playing Pokemon with a 6-year-old is trying to find things that she can win at. So, and the best part was, what was it last week when it got all sunny for a day? She's like, "Let's go run around the park and catch Pokemon." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go run around the park and catch Pokemon." Because, hernia. So, yeah, we caught a whole bunch of Pokemon. It was fun.
I saw a picture of her with a unicorn Pokemon. It was super cute.
Yeah, she's excited. And one photobombed us at our house, and she lost it.
Apparently, that's the thing.
I don't know. I don't even know what they are. I just know how.
2016 wants its game back.
6. She's 6. All right. If you have a VCR in your house. Heck yeah, I got a VCR in my house.
I gave ours away. I'm still in trouble with my kids. I'm still at 5.
Yeah. We have VCR. Actually, Lori broke it out the other day to watch home movies that her dad had found. And that was just,
I can only imagine.
well, I didn't know anybody, so it wasn't much fun. But yes, we still have VCR. The best part about still having VCR is that because it was made when TVs were like, this big, to hook it up to a TV that's this big, everything's blurry and disgusting. It's
There's
awesome.
one in the basement? I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, true confessions when it comes to VCRs. Once upon a time, our neighbor gave us a VCR tape of Sandy Duncan and Barney, 2 of the most annoying creatures on the face of the planet. And it may or may not have gotten broken with a hammer.
So, Luke, if you're
Sorry,
still watching.
Luke and Rachel. Sandy Duncan at the beach with Barney. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. It was awful.
Barney at the beach. He's a huge carpet. He can't swim. What are you going to do with him?
But
He's
then
the
throw in
costume.
Sandy Duncan, who has the most annoying voice ever.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Barney.
He did the angry face. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, sorry. Next one. If you've ever been pulled over by the cops. Yeah, because I knew them.
Oh no, I got pulled over by. Well, they knew me.
Well, I've been pulled over.
I may or may not have gotten pulled over before I was married to a police officer too.
I got pulled over. I got one for speeding when I was in a school zone. I'm like, how can I be speeding and pulling into the school? I can't be going that fast. But they thought I was speeding.
Because once upon a time you were a teenager.
Yeah, I was an adult. But
Your mom has no. Sorry, you have to be a driver.
yeah.
Not yet. Good job, Emma.
Not yet, though. She's optimistic. All right, good job. Pull over the cops. I'm at 7.
I'm at 6.
I'm beating Liz. This is weird. If you've ever gotten a picture with a celebrity, Heck yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. David Hasselhoff. Not kidding. When he was Knight
Was
Rider.
he in like Baywatch? Oh,
Knight Rider. Yes.
Very nice.
Got to meet David. That was my first one. I've met other celebrities. That's the first one. That was
I'm
awesome.
trying to think. Oh, David Crowder. Does he count as a celebrity?
Sure.
Okay, now I'm at 7.
Yeah, we got lots of David Crowder ones.
Define celebrity. Oh yeah, Luke said.
Oh, some people have just joined. My wife is handing us notes. For those who don't know, we're playing a game called First to 10. And we're just putting up random things that you may have done in your life. And if you do, you get a point.
I'm at 7.
And I'm at 8. So it's the first 1 to 10.
But
You can
we
just
don't
catch up.
count. You can win.
Well,
We'll give you a prize. I'll give him a prize. I'll mail it to you.
okay. Yeah, because we can't visit you because,
How many do you guys have? Check in with how many points you have.
Yep.
Last I saw it was 3.
Oh, another old technology one. If you have a record player in your house. I do not.
We do not either.
My dad does, but I do not. I actually one time, okay, here's
Katie's
a quote.
at 4. Carson's at 3. Luke's at 6.
Okay. Wait,
Ryan's
you have a record player? Cabbage Patch record player, that's right! 9. We
I love
one.
it.
Yes,
the
we-
Richard Spam has a
we like the
Cabbage
plastic
Patch
one. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
plastic record player.
So I got my dad a present because he has records. This is a cool little thing. It's a little it looks like a like Hot Wheel bus. And it's got a needle on it and there's a speaker on the top. So you just put it on top and it drives around the record.
That's fun.
I know.
Okay, so I think at home, who is winning? Luke's at 6. Camille's at 5. Lauren doesn't know. Ooh, Mayana's at 5.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Well,
they're in the running.
they're all good.
I'm still at 7.
I'm at 9. But I don't get to win.
How much
so
are we going to? Travis, we're going to 10 because it's called First to 10. That's the name of the game.
This is 9 in sign language. If you were wearing shoes right now with shoelaces,
Ooh, me, I am.
I hit 10. Okay, I could not.
Troy
do
can't
that.
show you
I will
this.
not be doing that.
I'm at 8.
I can barely bend over. I'm not doing
Jeff
that.
Cheney is 1.
Because Jeff's,
Boo.
he's lying.
He's lying about the pee in the
pool.
pool.
Ah, that hurt. Okay, I'm drinking.
Mayana's at 10?
Sweet, Mayana's a winner.
Luke's got his slippers on. Mayana wins.
Awesome.
Good job. Do one more just for fun.
Oh, sure.
See if you can get there too.
Okay, sorry.
Mayana, I'll send you a prize. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but. Oh, no, you were answering Travis. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Never mind.
So no one's at 10. Okay, so we're still going? All right.
I'm at 7.
If you are
No, 8.
currently wearing a hat,
No hat. I have all these, can you see my little, things that stick up?
I
Sorry about
almost
that.
wore a hat, but today I did something exciting. I took a shower. So, yeah. Hey, I've been in bed for like 3 days. I've watched
You
a
all
lot
should be
of
taking a
Star Wars.
shower
Yeah.
every day. Even
So-
though you're not going out in public,
Oh,
still.
please. Yeah. Just,
And your parents will appreciate you wearing deodorant also.
yes. Okay. So if you're wearing a hat, you got a point.
Lauren had a hat on all day except right now.
Well, then you don't get a point. Sucks to
So
be you.
sorry, Lauren.
All right. Let's see what we got for the next one.
Lauren, did you start the puzzle yet?
Okay. No private conversations. What the heck? If you currently have braces, I do not have braces. Have you ever had braces?
Yes, I did have braces in junior high. I think I had them from 7th through 9th grade or 6th through 9th. I don't know. I had them for like 2.5 years.
I've never had braces. And that's why my mouth looks like I'm British.
Yeah.
But, just how we do things.
I broke my retainer wrestling with a friend in college, and so my bottom teeth are a little jacked. But
Oh, I got stories like that. I only got half a tooth. Got hit
Was
with
that-
a baseball.
I was going to say, was that the one that was hurting at the retreat that year?
Yeah, I got hit with a softball on the side of the head. Because, I apparently couldn't do that. Oh, good.
Still at
Okay.
8.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you've ever had a baby spit up on you. Oh, yeah.
Luke?
Yes.
More than any other baby ever. Projectile.
Seeing as he's yours, I hope so. But yeah, baby
Yeah.
spit up,
Other people.
baby poop on you.
Man is at 6. Travis is at 5.
Okay, so in the light of funny stories, since we have to share and we can't hear all your stories. So when my child was a newborn, well, she was 6 months old at the time, my team made the playoffs, and I was wearing my jersey because, you know, they made the playoffs, and she pooped all over it, and they won. 2 days later, I'm wearing the jersey, pick her up, she poops all over it, and they won. So I'm like, heck, if we need to get pooped on, and then they didn't win the playoffs, but they swept the series. So
Super fun. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Luke spit up on Leah spit up on Luke too.
yeah, probably.
Okay. Oh, Mayana's at 7. She's the leader. Camille and Mayana are close behind
Okay.
at 6. I'm still
I
at
don't know how
8.
to do 11, but okay. If you've ever fallen asleep in a movie theater,
9. Star Wars when it
that's
came
so
out.
wrong.
I think I was in
Oh,
kindergarten. What year
doesn't
is that?
matter.
1978.
77.
I fell asleep and I was bored, and so my mom took me out and we sat in the lobby for the rest of the movie because I'd already fallen asleep and I was bored.
First time I saw Star
I
Wars,
fell asleep.
Laserdisc.
I fell asleep. What movie did I just recently I fell asleep?
I don't doubt that for a second. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep in a movie theater. If I have, it's been very
It was the
short.
one I went to
This-
with Luke. Luke, what was it we went to? And I fell asleep.
If I'm going to go
He
pay
kept
for
waking
a
me up.
movie, better be good. I don't want to pay $12 for a nap.
My dad calls them movies expensive naps.
Yeah, I can see that.
He is 81.
No,
He
8.
gets to
You ready?
sleep.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Ooh, Travis is at 7.
Binged an entire season of a television show in less than 24 hours. Oh yeah. I
don't
think it
think
was
so.
I think it was 24. It's even funnier. Yes, I've done that.
I don't think I have. And one entire season and one.
Yeah. But okay, some of the half-hour ones is easy to do because they're only 20-minute episodes. You've only got so many.
Yeah.
Oh, British seasons. They're
British
like
seasons
six
are like 6
seasons.
episodes.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Sure. Oh, someone's at 9.
Okay, what shows did you binge 24 hours?
Oh,
You
there's
did
a-
24.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure I did
British
24.
ones are, ooh, now Katie's at 7.
Yeah, like we did.
Those
like,
ones only have like 5.
like IT Crowd is a half hour and there's 6 episodes. Like, yeah, I can do that in an afternoon.
Oh, season 6.
Friends.
How many of you are planning to binge watch a season in 24 hours sometime this week?
No, e-learning. Okay.
Criminal Minds.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
even wrong.
Could you fall asleep after?
Okay, this might be it. You get a point if you are not wearing black. I'm wearing a black ring. That's the only thing I got.
Your
all
pants
black.
are blue?
They're
Your
blue.
shoes are black.
Yeah, kind of black shoelaces. If you are not wearing black, you get a point. Mayana, who is at 9? You wearing black?
Travis
you
was
wearing
at
black?
9.
Anyone hit 10?
Oh, Stranger Things. Oh, I bet lots of people
Okay,
binge
Mayana,
Stranger
I don't want to
Things.
respond to that, but okay.
Mayana.
No.
Your clothing. But nice try. Oh,
Okay.
Katie's at 8.
All right. Looks like
Camille's at
some
8.
people can catch up.
Travis is at 8.
Oh,
Oh,
this
no,
would be a good
Travis
one.
is at 9.
If you have been in a car accident,
On my way to the Edie Brickell concert. Was my first car accident I was in. My
My
friend
first.
Steve Cougier. I wasn't driving. My friend Steve was driving. Edie Brickell at the Murat. It was a good concert. But then most recently, I hit a stop sign in the Kroger parking lot.
yes.
I didn't hit any people, and I was not on my phone, I promise.
The park car, what?
So I'm at 9. Oh, man, I won.
No, Travis said 10 too. They're tied.
Oh,
Oh, tie.
boys, let's go. Okay, Mayana. I've been in 2 while my grandma was driving. Oh, mercy.
Go
Maybe
grab
you should drive from now
Okay.
on when you're with your
it.
grandma.
So, wait, Travis
gotta
was
do
like a winner last time too with the tiebreaker.
Was he?
Yeah. So
Okay,
you gotta do
tiebreaker. Travis, you've experienced a lot in.
Oh, I highly doubt this one. We'll see. If you are currently wearing a wristwatch like that,
This is a kid's one because my wrists are stupid skinny, and so I buy kids Timex watches.
Travis, May, you wearing watches?
Travis and Mayana, either one of you wearing a wristwatch?
As we sit here silently waiting.
Travis, how old are you? He's a 7th grader.
He's 57.
Okay, that would be funny.
Okay. He went back in time.
Oh, Fitbit. Nope,
Fitbit is not a watch.
it's not a watch. Travis, are you wearing a watch?
No? All right. Travis is saying 13. I don't even know what that
That's
means.
they asked how old he was.
Oh, that's even better. Okay. It's like, that's a lot of points from 10.
Like
Okay.
I go from 10 to 13.
I
Next
think,
one.
I think if other people catch up while we're doing the tiebreaker, that counts. So keep track.
Yeah.
We're going a long time on this, but apparently this is entertaining. Yay. Okay. If you have a basketball hoop in your driveway, I do not. I did growing up.
No, but I think the Cranes have one at home. I asked him that when Tony said he was going to tell their mom that Travis was not nice to him playing basketball.
Don't want to know. I'm not involved.
Mayana, do you have a basketball hoop in your driveway?
Anyone basketball hoop?
Oh, Camille's at 10
Camille
now.
made it, so she gets to
Oh.
join. So it's if Travis has it or not.
If Travis
So
has it, otherwise it's down to Camille and Travis.
And Mayana, because she's still at the 10.
Neighbor's backyard, nope. Got to
It's
be
not
your driveway.
house. It does say in your driveway, specifically driveway. Travis has it.
Okay, Travis wins. Camille, close second. Nice. I like how 7th graders have lots of life experiences.
It is impressive knowing how.
Travis, I'll send you a prize.
Sure. All right, we're good. That's the end of the game.
Okay, so that's the end of the game. So one of the things we wanted to talk about today was I've been reading a lot of stuff online about all this stuff going on, and ParentQ is the company that produces the resources that we have for parents. And one of the things they said, 5 ideas to keep in mind, is one, get the facts. One of the things, there's a lot of really...
What are you talking about, though?
Oh,
Get the facts according to what?
get the facts about coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Okay.
Like about what's going on in the world. And
Just
there's,
get the facts in general. Don't read the headline.
yeah, clickbait is real. And lots of times, Travis is in for the game, and then he leaves for the Jesus part. Matthew Levy, hello. So one of the things, use sources like the CDC and the World Health Organization and the Indiana Department of Health, things like that are going to give you fact-based information and not ridiculousness, because that's no good. I wrote on my thing, not your pal on Instagram or rumors in your team's group me.
Because that never happens. But it's interesting. Like, I was at the hospital, obviously for something else, but this is what people are talking about. So I just said, what's your guys' take? And it's just interesting to hear, someone who's at a hospital is going to have a very different view from, someone just sitting at home.
Yeah.
E-learning.
It's okay to have a little bit of fear. Sometimes fear is what keeps you safe. Like, hey, that bear is scary, and so I should run away.
That was your example.
I don't
That
know.
bear is scary.
But
that
it's
happened? Okay, sorry.
actually total random
I've
side
seen
fact. We were at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and we saw this baby bear, mama and a baby bear running, and Sergeant Simmons is carrying our child, Rachel, and runs towards the bear. And I'm at the car going, run away from the bear with my baby.
I've done the same thing. I can't say it. Like, lived in the mountains, saw bears all the time. You're like, hey, let's go see the bear.
No.
Just interesting you chose that. Okay.
But a little bit of fear is okay. But we need to trust that God is in control. And in the midst of all of this uncertainty, we need to trust that God and trust medical professionals that we need to have the fear to keep ourselves safe, but we need to not succumb to that.
Well, there's healthy fear and there's unhealthy fear.
Yeah.
It's like one I used to bug people at all the time is like, people get like, I'm scared to go on the roller coaster. You're strapped in. You're not going to go like that's. It's made to give you a weird fear-based feeling, but realistically, like, what are you going to do? It's not going to. You shouldn't crash. That's how it's designed.
We need to not be the all-consuming part of it. And one of the ways to do that is to limit your media coverage. I know it's weird to say limit your media coverage when you guys are all about Corona, nothing on God. You're going to e-learning, and you're going to have to communicate with your teachers and maybe some of your peers, those kinds of things online. But you need human interaction. And so it's a good time to talk to your family. If the media is freaking you out, turn it off.
Here's something
It
else.
shouldn't feed that unhealthy fear that Trey talked about.
I am all for news sources and everything else, but I remember my dad told me this years ago. The goal of media is to get you to watch. So they're going to phrase things in ways to get you to watch or to get you to do whatever. And so the saddest thing is, like, fear and crazy stuff like that sells. So not that it's a bad thing. We should know all these things, but just realize where the source is coming from.
And when you're feeling overwhelmed, shut it off.
Yeah.
Take some time away.
You don't have to watch TV.
One of my favorite verses is from Proverbs. It says, guard your heart above all else. And if it's making you uncomfortable, if it's making you feel overwhelmed, then you need to guard your heart and you need to just shut it off and step away for a little bit. There's the difference between being informed and being overwhelmed, and we don't want to cross the line into the unhealthy fear. Life change is real. E-learning may be your dream school, or it may really stink. Be flexible. That's what I wrote. I said, choose kindness with your family. Pastor Ben said something really important this morning, and to us on staff the other day, he said, social distancing is real, but we need to not put ourselves into social isolation. And we can withdraw so much that it becomes unhealthy. It's one of those other things, just that crossing the line. And perspective is huge. Keep a grip on reality and on the truth of God and of real life.
All true things.
Also, so just a few reminders. So what are your biggest fears right now? That's my first question.
Yeah, actually type in the comments. Liz wants to know, what are you scared of? And while she's doing
Maybe
that,
it's,
I'm going to get a cough drop. So
mine's asthma related, I promise.
mine just, if I cough, it hurts. So yeah, cough.
Yeah, I realize spraying all the Lysol is not probably good for my lungs, but healthy.
What scares you? What are you scared of?
What am I scared of? I think part of it is I worry about people, getting sick. My dad's 81. He's had 2 heart attacks. He thinks, I'll clean my cardiac Kroger and it'll be fine. My mother-in-law doesn't want to live like a hermit, but she's also a transplant patient. And so it's, can we keep ourselves safe without the disruption of our lives? Mm-hmm. And how are we going to, the rage of the universe lives in the industry? That is real, Carson. He is sometimes scary, and you have projects to finish. Spiders, stingrays. Katie, I will tell you, I do not like swimming anywhere where I can't see the bottom, where I can't see what's in there with me.
Moving.
That's real.
I've got that one. Not that I'm scared of moving. Now that I have, I've moved, I don't know how many times. Like when you do a background check and they ask you your previous addresses, it's
It's 10 years.
Oh my gosh. That was horrible for a while. But now that I have like a little girl in kindergarten, I think, well, if we were to move, what would happen? Like, would she get adjusted? Where are you going to go? And I don't know. I see that a lot. Yeah.
Changing schools.
Well, that's also, it's really, that's the unknown. That's.
They don't have faces. Stingrays.
Yeah, they do.
They do. I don't know much about stingrays. Spiders, psychopaths, bees. Okay. Short hair. Public speaking, getting kidnapped.
It's a lot.
Did you know?
Okay, don't live in fear.
Okay, I was going to tell her the fact about you're more likely to get struck by lightning than kidnapped, but it's probably not good for someone who has all those other fears. So, yeah, they're all real. And, I think one of those things, I have a fear of drowning, which...
For a swimmer.
I know. For a swimmer, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I attribute it to the time I was a lifeguard and a little kid sat on me in the baby pool and didn't let me up. And I honestly thought, it was the end in the Chapel Glen pool. But so I won't go on a cruise because of this crazy fear of drowning. But that's the thing about fears is they're often irrational. They don't make a lot of sense. But one of the things is that we need to be able to cling to scripture in the midst. And so dug up some scriptures. Deuteronomy 31:8 says, he will never leave you or forsake you. Don't be afraid. Do not be discouraged. There have been several times in our lives when it seemed, when life was just scary and we weren't sure what was going on and things that were happening. And actually, as I was typing this, I lost my earring. I wear these diamond earrings every day. Sarah Stimmons gave them to me. Thanks, honey. And as I was typing that verse in, I realized that one was missing, and I totally freaked out. I was like, I know.
You freaked out while typing about.
While typing a verse about fear, and I was like, take a minute. I was like, I haven't left the house. It has to be here somewhere. I know that it was because I check them to be sure that the backs are on all the time, and so I went up. It was in the bed. But I thought, here I am typing this lesson about fear, and then I can't find this. And it was like, take a minute, take a deep breath, like cling to the reality of that God is always with us, and we don't have to be afraid. We don't have to, I like that. Don't be afraid and do not be discouraged, because I think discouragement often leads to lots of other things in life, and it kind of snowballs.
Well, I think it's like a very churchy answer. So it's like what you focus on, and the verse is always saying if you focus on Jesus, focus on God. I mean, God's got it under control, but it's that same thing what's going on right now. If all you're doing is reading headlines in the media, you're going to freak out. That's your focus. That's what it is. You're not thinking about anything else. And I know people that are like that. Like, sorry, I'm not going to say who, but I might be related to some. But I'm just saying there's people that's what they see all the time, so that's what their focus becomes. Whereas it's funny how have you ever met someone that knows Jesus? Like, you can just tell because they just seem to be like just not like a mystic.
It just like oozes out of them.
They just don't feel rattled, and I think that's what it is. It's like, well, Jesus has got it, and you can tell they actually experience that. So
it's that even if I get sick, even if someone I know gets sick, even if I know that God is in control, I know that I'm going to be okay, and not putting ourselves at risk. But the next verse is Psalm 18:2. It says, "Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer." And it's like a rock is a firm foundation. You know, the story about building your house on sand or building your house on rock. And if we have that firm foundation, we're not going to be rattled. We're going to be able to cling to the truth in the midst of uncertainty. Yeah.
I got nothing to add. You did good.
Yeah. Psalm 91, 1-3 says, "Those who go to God Most High for safety will be protected by God All-Powerful. I will say to the Lord, you are my place of safety and protection. You are my God, and I trust you. God will save you from hidden traps and from deadly diseases." Now, there are some churches. Troy was telling me about a church in southern Indiana that, what did you say
So there's being smart and there's trying to test God, in my opinion. I don't know these people. I'm trying not to be judgy. But what they did is when they made the announcement Thursday about churches not meeting, less than 250 people, schools closing, things like that, this church said, no, we're going to meet Friday and we want 250 people there or more. And if you're sick, show up because we're going to pray for you. And it's like, I want people to feel like God will heal them because I believe he does. And I want people to pray for it because that's a wonderful thing. But there's a difference between God is going to take care of me in this situation and I'm going to run into a quarantine zone to prove I won't get sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
It's kind of like praying for your math test.
When you didn't study?
When you didn't pay attention in class, when you didn't do the homework, when you didn't study for the test at all. But I'm going to pray. And it's like, well, but we have our part in the midst too. And it's, if you've done your homework, if you've paid attention in class, if you've studied for the test, pray that God helps you remember what that is, that you can focus and pay attention and do well. And I think in the midst of this too, we need to pay attention to knowing that God is in control and that God can heal us and that God will protect us. But we also need to not be stupid. We need to be willing to wash our hands. We need to be willing to not go out if we're not supposed to go out. We need to not spend time with people who are sick, those kinds of things. And so in the midst of it, we need to do our part in the midst of the craziness.
It's understanding that although God is infinite and powerful and he can cure all diseases, he can do whatever it is, at the same point, he did give us the knowledge to make medicine, to have doctors, to figure this stuff out. Like I was telling Liz a story because one of the verses that came to mind with this, and there's a story behind it, I'll explain it, is, did you write it down? Yeah. 2 Timothy 1:7, which is God's not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Love, power, and a sound mind, whatever it is. The reason I know that verse is this horrible story that happened to me. Yeah. Okay. So I was at a church camp and they had a talent show and people do their little skits and whatever else. And so this one guy.
Okay. First of all, don't get any ideas from this story.
Yeah, please don't. Okay. So this one guy decides to show off his talent. And what he does is he gets up, they turn all the lights down, he stands in the middle of the stage, puts his arms over his head like this, and these two guys, one on each side, come up with a ball of hairspray, and they start spraying his armpits with hairspray. We're like, okay. Then they light his armpit hair on fire, which caused one beautiful blue flame. But so they put the fire out, all the stuff, and we had two things going on. One, we had this horrific smell of burnt armpit hair, which just was fantastic. And then you're like, what was the talent there? I don't get it. So he did his little thing. He got off stage. Like a half hour later, someone gets up on stage and says, hey, can we all pray for, and I can't remember his name, but pray for so-and-so because we had to take him to the hospital because he burned his armpits. And
Because,
so
he lit him on fire.
I had a really good friend sitting next to me, and she leans over, she goes, doesn't God say something about a sound mind? He lit his armpits on fire. Like, yeah, okay. God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but he also didn't give us a spirit of stupidity. Like, part of what's going on, we don't want you to be scared, but at the same part, don't be stupid. And this is what I think the hard part is people don't know right now what's good, what's not, because a lot of it's unknown, and that's okay. So we're just doing what we can to be peace in the midst of this. Like, even our food pantry here is going to still be open on Wednesdays. Are they having everyone come in and grab food? No, they're doing a little differently. They're going to take food to the cars. They want to still be the peace in the midst of what's going on. They don't want to succumb to all the fear, but they also don't want to just act stupid on the other hand either. What can we do to be that middle ground for Jesus? So that's kind of where we're going.
So what can you guys do to be smart?
Are you actually asking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She wants you to type an answer. I was just curious, but don't light your armpits on fire.
Yeah, don't do that. That is not a good science experiment. Mr. Mitchell, the science teacher, would not approve of that lab at home.
He lit his armpits on fire for Jesus. So there was a lot of dumb talents that night. That was the one I remember.
Was it talent show? Wash my hands, wash your hands.
Washing hands is good.
Yeah. One of those things, it is going to stink. Some of you are like, I was training for this my whole life. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to not be out with people. And you're thinking, wow.
And that's really what a lot of this is it's just life has now been disrupted. And I remember someone saying years ago, a teacher of mine, a friend of mine, who said, if you want to know what someone's really like, wait till things go wrong. And it's interesting with all that's going on, we're learning a lot about what people are like, what ourselves are like, what other people are like. Are we people who are like, okay, we'll be fine? Are we, oh crap, we're under Kroger and buy every roll of toilet paper? Are we the people that are online selling toilet paper for $5 a roll, trying to make money off of it? Like, this is like, did you see the thing about the guy who now has like a shed full of Purell because Amazon stopped him from selling it at a huge markup? Like, it's one of those things. It's like,
let's not capitalize on tragedy.
It's horrible this is happening, but what's interesting is we are learning a lot about who we are as people. We're learning about our society. We're learning about how much we trust each other, trust in God, things like that. It's just...
So you guys can do things, connect with each other online, connect with each other, pick up the phone and actually call each other. That's an okay thing, but it's going to be an adjustment. Some of you are like, I've been training for this. I can stay home. It'll be fantastic. And some of you are like, this is going to crush my soul. This is going to be really hard because you thrive on being connected. You thrive on being with other people. And so it's finding the balance, being able to still connect with people, but keeping yourself safe. And sometimes it's not just about keeping yourself safe. It's about keeping other people safe. I've seen I saw an infographic earlier today, and it talked about how, it was little balls like bouncing around. Have you seen that one? And it's how keeping ourselves apart from each other can help us keep the spread of this. And so it's, this is a minor inconvenience in the midst of our lives. The reality is we can do this for a couple of weeks if it's long-term going to be better for everybody. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be an adjustment. There's going to be things like this. We can't be together tonight. It would be more fun to hear all your stories and, playing the 10 game and being able to interact, but we're going to do what we have to do to,
we're going to try and figure out how to be the peace in the middle, but still not end our lives and just hide. So like, For instance, we talk all the time about Bible studies. If you want to start a home Bible study because you're all at home doing e-learning, fantastic. Set up a Google Hangout. I don't know. We'll send you all the stuff to do a Bible study. Just tell me and I'll send it to you.
There's Google Hangout.
yeah.
Do it over GroupMe. There's some platform called Zoom where you
Zoom
can.
does it. Skype does it. There's all sorts of ones.
I heard Zoom. You can like give yourself cool backgrounds. Might explore that a little bit.
Friday night, we were supposed to have our Nerf night. We're not going to do it. I'm sorry. We just can't have everyone in the gym running around getting sweaty, touching 2,000 darts. We're going to try and figure out a way to do some sort of online game Friday at 7 o'clock. We'll be sending out stuff about that. It's not the same. Does it suck? Yeah. I mean, I would rather shoot you
I'd
in the head
rather
with a
shoot
Nerf
you
gun.
with Nerfs.
I would. I don't
We
get
love
to.
you, but sometimes, you know.
So we're just trying to think of different ways to keep life still going. And it's going to be different here. Like we might do this again next Sunday. I'm assuming we are. We haven't really talked about that much.
Church, something match.
Okay.
Play Fortnite together. Great idea. Drop in together. Be on the same team. I don't know how to play
I
Fortnite.
suck at Fortnite. My little nephew shoots me in the head constantly.
Are you supposed to be on a team and he's just out you?
He just shoots me. It's
Oh,
all
that's
good.
funny. Yeah, but first, before you play games together, do your homework.
Yeah, right.
We want you to still pass your classes. That would be good. You know, do your chores. Take a walk outside. You can be outside by yourself. Take a walk. Take a walk with your mama or your
Aw.
dad. That would be nice. Take your dog for a walk. He'll probably like being out. She'll probably like being out. Those kinds of things. So
Yeah, we're going to keep trying to do things so we can still stay connected even though we're apart. So like we'll do stuff like this. We're talking about
I know
Yeah.
you have chores, Mariana.
so this is just again how Jesus works. So senior highs, we were in the middle of our habits thing. Yeah, she's laughing because she knows this. Yeah, the I is involvement in the church, and we're not letting you come to church. So yay. So what we might do is I don't want to just drop it in the middle, so I might just do it like this, but do it on Tuesday or something. Liz was in the middle of one with junior highs. She might do it another night. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
So
I don't know if I'll do it live because apparently we can't get anything to work, but we'll figure it out.
Cram e-learning into the last day. No, don't do that.
Yeah, none of you are going to wait till the last minute. But we're trying to figure out again. We just
And in the midst, if you need anything,
yeah, let us know.
let us know. If you need prayer, if you need toilet paper, the Simmons family did not cancel our subscribe and save. And so we may or may not have a couple cases of Cutnell in the garage. Those kinds of things. But if you need lunch, if you need food, like those kinds of things, like we want to help you. If you are feeling isolated, if you are feeling afraid, if you are whatever, reach out. You should have our numbers. You should have our email. It's on the website. It's on like everything that we send you. There's like 17 ways to reach out. Message us on Instagram or
Church has a webpage.
down for
Yeah.
Fortnite. See, I like you guys connecting.
It's all
Play
good.
Fortnite. Drop into what's the place you like to drop into? Everybody goes. I don't know. I
don't know what
shouldn't
you're
have
talking
started. There's some like
In Fortnite, is
something
that-
towers people go to that's super fun.
Liz is now discussing her favorite maps.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm a nerd. I do like maps. Whatever we can do to help.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're good. I think we're good for
I got
today.
nothing else.
Unless you got stuff you want us to talk about.
Tilted Towers. That's it. Yes, thank you very much for coming to my rescue. I couldn't remember. I knew it was something Towers, but I didn't know what it was called.
Because you play so much Fortnite.
All right.
Actually, I would.
I
That,
watched
there's
my
what
kid play a lot of
that's
Fortnite.
what our game should be Friday. Liz will play Fortnite.
And you guys can
And
just
whoever-
have a look for me.
Shoots her the most wins. It's going to be very much in triple digits. Just saying.
Oh, Tilted Towers is gone.
It's all good. Oh my goodness, you're all very concerned about this. It's all good. Anything else you want? If you have questions, put them in the comments quick. Otherwise, we're going to
Otherwise,
leave.
we're going to go.
I haven't had dinner yet. I don't know about you.
I had a cheese stick out of the fridge with my coffee.
Yay. So,
I don't know. I'm watching the thing to see if they comment.
that's so much. I think if
Pray for
everyone's
Troy to
concerned-
keep healing.
Yeah, I'm still. So I'll give an update on that too because it kind of worked out, which is the way things are. But I am, yeah. So apparently I'm done my surgery, but I still am not supposed to lift anything till Easter. So I wouldn't have been able to run around with Nerf Night anyway, which would have sucked. I thought about that last week and I was like, oh, I just get to watch you shoot each other. But
Yes, I did find my earring. It was in my bed, thankfully. I was trying to creep around and not wake up Sergeant Simmons, but I did, and then I had to confess that I lost it, which is kind of a bummer. Are we doing anything to make up for 30-hour famine?
Yes, thank you, Morgan. So I will get 30-hour famine info to you as soon as I get it. The problem is, again, I was comatose the last 3 days. I have to check with the church scheduling to see what rooms are available, what weekends, things like that. So I will send something out for that too.
Just postponing it.
We are postponing it because, yeah, people have given. I don't want to give the money back or anything. That'd be kind of dumb. We're still going to do it. And technically the official famine dates, they do it twice a year. And one of them is in April. We do our own date just because.
Church scheduling.
Yeah, it's church scheduling easy. So when I find out that, I will let you know. I also know that with senior high too, when we get back and going, Believe is still happening as far as we know.
It hasn't been canceled that we know of. They canceled Atlanta last weekend, but ours is not till the middle of April. So I'm hoping we can still go, but we will keep you updated on that. But if you want to go, you should, sign up.
Same with the mission trips. Sign up. Because we're not with you, you're not going to be thinking of this, but sign up for mission trips, sign up for all that stuff.
The mission trips aren't until July. We're hoping that the world is doing a good job right now in, what is it, flattening the curve? Is that what it's called?
Flattening the curve.
So that we can be together this summer.
So
you should sign up. Can Troy do a live stream of Troy singing worship songs? We do not have a streaming license. If that changes, that could be something. Well, he's got to get better too, to
Well,
sing
and we were looking at the streaming license, not for us, for the church in general. One, we don't have it yet, so we can't do it. The other part is, I don't know how the rest of you are. I don't sing along. I just watch if someone's doing it on TV. And the whole point of what we were talking about at the winter retreat a few weeks ago is, we're supposed to be singing these together, praying together, things like that. Trust me, Spotify sounds way better to me if you really want to sing out loud. But
that's one of the things we could push you a Spotify playlist of some good worship songs, that kind of thing.
Figure things out. So
if Corona cancels the mission trips, I will cry. Yeah, me
this,
too.
again, this is one of those
it's
things.
That unknown. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
And so we need to.
I have this discussion with certain people in my life all the time of that, this hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Let's not freak out yet.
This acoustic guitar weighs less than 10 pounds.
Just shut up. All right. So, yeah.
Google Hangout.
So I'm not going to get upset yet. I'm not going to cancel stuff yet. We're right now, how we operate at the church, so you understand why we made this decision. We follow the HSE schools. That's something just as our emergency response program team, whatever you want to call it here, the church has decided to do. So because school has been canceled to spring break, we are canceling everything church related except for Sunday morning worship, which may change, but at the moment we're still doing it, and the food pantry because they're changing how they do things. Everything else has been suspended hiatus. We'll do stuff like this. We still haven't talked a lot because, again, but usually we don't meet the first Sunday of spring break because you all go on vacation. Maybe we will this time because Easter is the last Sunday, so it would be like a month until we meet. So it's
part of that choosing joy. We're going to just be flexible in the midst. We're going to be willing to kind of roll with things as regulations come out from the powers that be, government,
will there be a
mystery
day
those
during
kinds
spring
of things.
break? We might, that's the thing. We'll figure all this stuff out. So
yeah, we're like you guys. We're waiting to see what people say about whatever, and we will. I promise you, we will throw the doors wide open because we miss you guys too.
Yeah, it's all good. No, I will not be jumping up and down and singing in the fine. Shut up. Yeah, I can't jump, so I can barely bend. It's been fun. Yeah, don't get surgery. Just don't. Be healthy.
It's not like you did it on purpose.
Oh, still.
Things happen. Pray for healing.
It's all good. Anything else other than that? Maybe we'll do a little hangout together so we can do different things. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Should we pray?
Sure. Go ahead.
Gracious God, you are in control. We ask that we keep our eyes fixed on you through your son Jesus in the midst of the uncertainty. Help us to choose joy. Help us to know that that is deep-seated in who we are in you, and help us to remember whose we are in the midst, and that we can reflect you and shine your light as we are able, as we seek to honor you, and help all of our students get their e-learning done because they are students. Until we're together again, amen.
Amen. Yep. All right. So
Jazz hands, like Pastor Ben says.
I'm not touching that.
Troy once upon a time was a show choir boy.